Hey, what's up YouTube? Texas Triple Tapper here, bringing you guys another gun review. This one is essentially out of the box, although I don't have a box for this particular weapon. It came in a box, but it was just the cardboard, which isn't a big deal. I got a really good deal on this gun. And they are pretty hard to find, and they are quite pricey. I've seen them upwards of $1,000. This is a Beretta Storm CX4, kind of the big brother to the PX4, which is the pistol version. I just picked this up a couple days ago. This is a carbine rifle. It's chambered in 9mm. I put this little optic on. You can check it out in one of my videos. I did a review on this optic. It's a fantastic optic, very cost effective. It was only 20 bucks. But other than that, everything else that you see here is what came with the rifle. It came with this Picatinny rail. There is another Picatinny rail kind of hidden under here. You can push in this sling mount and pull it all the way out. So it kind of looks, kind of looks like a tongue in a way. It just kind of sticks out. You could put a flashlight or whatever. I just ordered another piece that's going to fit over here, and so it'll basically have the spot here for the Picatinny rails, and then a spot underneath. I want to put a forward grip on one. I mean, this is plenty comfortable for me, but I just kind of like the tacticalness of it, if you will. I actually had this bad boy out at the range today without the red dot, just the open sights, which, let me see if I can, they just flip up. They got the LR for long range, SR for short range, and you can just flip them all the way down so they don't get in the way, which is really cool. Same thing with this front sight. It's just a little sight post. I didn't really have to sight it in too much, but at 25 yards, or 20 yards, excuse me, I got a very tight grouping with just these open sights. I mean, it was really accurate right out of the box. But like I said, I want to check out this red dot and kind of see how it performs. A little bit of backstory on this weapon. I believe these came out in 2003. I bought one in 2005, and I had one. It was stolen from me in 2008, and I kind of forgot about it for a little while. Then the last few years I've been really looking at them, but man, they have really gone up in price, and their availability is not what they used to be. They've also made some changes. The one I had previously did not have this kind of checkered grip here, if you will. And also too, this barrel is considerably longer than what I remember. The standard barrel length on these, if I recall, at least in the 9mm, 16.6 inches. Overall length of about, I don't know, 28, 29 inches or so. This one is over 30 inches longer. So somehow this one has a longer barrel. And I think I had seen a video on YouTube. There was a guy up in Canada, and I don't know if they were made specifically for, that country or whatever, but it says right on here that this was made in Italy. So I don't know. I was just, and it's not a bad thing. I was just surprised to see that the barrel, I'm sorry, was longer than what I remember. I remember it kind of stopping about here, so it's a good 3.5 inches longer, which is kind of cool, because what I'll likely do is take it to my gunsmith and have them cut a couple of inches off and thread this barrel for me, so I can put my suppressor on it. They've also added too, that was different than the one I had previously, this little spot right here for your trigger finger. So when you're sighting in, it's kind of like a little resting place for it. I mean, it's just as comfortable putting it here, but it's just kind of nice to put your finger there. It also has it on the other side. This weapon is fully ambidextrous. I am right-handed. I am right-handed. So right now it is currently set up for, for myself being a right-handed shooter. The barrel's clear. There's no magazine in it, so I'm going to go ahead and close the bolt. So you see here when it cycles, rounds fly out this side. You can change it and put it over here to where it will fly out that side. You can whether you switch the sides or not, you can put this charging handle on the other side. This is the magazine release, the bolt carrier release, and you can also slide it back and engage it to keep it open. It does stay open on the last round when it's fired. This weapon is not very heavy. You can make it longer. This little buttstock piece, I think it just comes right off. Yep, just comes right off. And right here, there's a little screw, and basically you can add these on if you will. I think you can put, at least you could before, you can put up to 3, maybe 4 of these on there. So you can add another, few inches on there to kind of, make the overall length. But I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, 6'2", and this fits me really well. It has a very nice feel to it. It's very ergonomic. It feels great in the hand, and when you pull it up, you acquire the sight picture very, very fast. And like I said, I'm not even talking about with the scope. Just plain old open sights, and it's very accurate. And it shoots 9mm. It's carbine. It's got the pistol caliber. I have ARs. I have other platforms of rifles, but I really kind of miss that carbine pistol caliber rifle, and I always love the Beretta Storm. A couple of things too, just to bring it into the shot here. This is, I was referring to the PX4 Storm. Well, here it is, the big brother, little brother, or to be politically correct, big sister, little sister, whatever. Who gives a shit? These magazines, for some reason, and I think it's got just a different kit in it, because these are supposed to be interchangeable, and there's a couple of different models within the model. So the PX4 9mm, there's an 8000 series that takes a mag, then there's ones that'll take the 92 FS Beretta, and then there's one that's supposed to take the PX4 Storm magazine. This is a 20 round magazine. It's a Beretta. It did not come stock with the weapon. It came with these 17 round mags, and they fit nice and flush, and as you can see, it doesn't want to go in here very well. So I'm going to do some more research on that, see if I can't figure out, because I know there's little conversion kits and things you can buy. This one did come with 2 magazines, but it only holds 10 rounds, so I was kind of disappointed in that. I remember when I had it before, I think it came with, it still had the 2 magazines, but I believe it held 15 in the 9mm. I don't know if they thought I was in California or some other goofy ass liberal state where you can't have more than 10 rounds, but this is Texas, the patron state of shooting shit. So I want my higher capacity magazines. But nonetheless, this it fits in there very nicely. I'm not going to chamber it. You see it's got a good flush fit. Unlike some of the other platforms where the magazine is seated forward of the trigger assembly and the grip, this one would be ideal if you were in a very dark type situation, where you couldn't see and vision was very limited. Because of the orientation, I could close my eyes and it would be a little bit more of a struggle. Not that you couldn't practice and do it, but I mean, I could instantly, just by sense of awareness, I can instantly find where my other hand is, just by body awareness. Now, it might be a little more difficult, like I said, to find one that was further that way. Now, some people, may not be true for everybody, but in general, that's kind of the way it works, so that's kind of a nice thing. Safety is a cross bolt safety. It's right here. It's ambidextrous as well. It's pretty stiff, so you're not accidentally gonna put it on or put it off, and which I kind of like. And then as you can see over here, it pops out. Now it's back on. Also too, the takedown of this weapon, you can see how I'm pushing this little thing right here. You can keep pushing it, or you can push it from the other side and just keep on going with it. Let me see if I've got something. I'm not going to take it all the way down, but I just wanted to kind of show how it is. Let me see here. I forgot to show this. This is the cleaning stuff that came with it. Just push it in here. I don't know. I hadn't taken it down yet, so it's still kind of extra stiff, but there we go. So this thing just comes on out. Anytime I do anything on camera is when I always have the biggest problem with it. Damn it. Anyway, I give up. So, like I said, this thing just pushes out, and then you can kind of see this little part right here. This will separate, and then your bolt carrier group will slide right out, and then that's when you can make adjustments to, you know, what side of the weapon you want it to eject. You know, changing the handedness, right-handed, left-handed. You can. That's how you clean it. You can run, you know, your bore brushes that come with it. Beretta. It's actually kind of nice, the ones that they give you. Just run it through and clean it, and then you just, you know, put the bolt carrier back in, and then just fit that back together, and just push this little thing back in, and that's it. It's ready to go. I have seen some aftermarket charging handles that are supposed to be bigger, but I mean, I don't have an issue with this one at all. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine for me, and it works well, you know, no issues. Like I said, the main gripe that I had was just, I don't know why, but this particular one came with the two 10-round magazines, but you know, I'll find some different magazines, and you know, I may at some point decide to add on these extra butt stocks, and you can add them on, and it's just a matter, as I said, taking out a bolt. You know, and there's a place called I think it's Sierra Papa. You can look them up online. They can do some custom work to these. They've got some better parts that comes with it. I mean, than it comes from with the factory. The biggest disappointment about this weapon is the trigger. It's not terrible, but it could certainly be a lot better. I believe in part of the trigger group, it has some plastic pieces which, you know, may wear out. I remember the last Beretta Storm, CX4 Storm I had in 9mm. I mean, I fired thousands and thousands of rounds through that. I had it for about almost 3.5 years before it got stolen, and I took it to the range on a regular basis. I never had one malfunction, never had a jam, never had any issues, and I shot, you know, tons of different kinds of ammo. So this is a very, very reliable weapon, and I never had any problem with the trigger or the trigger grouping. Never had to replace anything. As you can see, you know, it's very well made. Some people on YouTube were complaining that when they shake it, it kind of rattled. As you can see, mine doesn't rattle. I don't know what the hell was wrong with theirs, but mine doesn't rattle. I highly recommend this. I got it for less than $700, and it was $20 to ship to my FFL, and because I'm a member there, they charged me, I think it was like 10 or 12 bucks. But and now if you look, like I said, on Gunbroker, these are going for 900, upwards of 1,000. I've seen rumors that because it comes in 9mm, 40 cal, and 45 ACP. I've heard rumors that the 45 ACP was going to be discontinued, so there definitely may be a chance that, you know, these may become very scarce. But I absolutely love this weapon. Extremely reliable, and, you know, I mean, it shoots 9mm, so it's cost effective and plenty effective in terms of ballistics. So just wanted to share this with you guys. Just picked it up today, or a couple days ago. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, any of the aforementioned, please leave them down below. Until next time, Texas Triple Tapper saying out.